morning and welcome to this Dawn Busters Taste Challenge. 5:39 a.m. Central Standard Time. We have from 1923 Cutty Sark blended Scotch whiskey. It's not like the old recipe. It was 86 proof. All right, this is 80 proof. Like most of the modern whiskeys, they've been watered down. Bottle. It has a new owner this year. It's been passed around different distilleries. It's named after this clipper ship. Got some glare here. It's still dark. Dawn is coming a little late here. Find us on Facebook. There's a compass on the back and some ball house. Cutty Sark will run you about. Now see here it says Edrington Distillers Limited. But they sold this earlier this year, I believe it was. They sold it to I can't remember the name. Glen Turner Company Limited. Yeah, Glen Turner. And if you get there on their website, they have a huge array of whiskeys. Okay. The competitor. And I'm looking at the Cutty Sark website. We'll get to that in a minute. The competitor, which doesn't have a website, Highland Mist. Introduced in 1957. Pale Dry. Highland Mist Pale Dry. Aged 3 years. Bottled in Illinois by Barton Brands, who is owned by Sazerac Company. Now the Cutty Sark will run you about $15 a bottle. You might find it $12.99, $14.99, whatever. But it's about let's say on the safe side, about $15. Could be higher in your area. Some places tend to be expensive, but I think around here it's about 15 bucks for the standard size bottle. Highland Mist, I bought it at International Market for $5.99. Now, this one I got on sale, I think, for $13.99. So let's say $14 versus round off $6. Is this going to really be $8 better than the other one? I don't know. I don't think it will be. But I do like the Cutty Sark's doughy flavor because they have good single malt. Doughy flavor, but it's a little bland. Cutty Sark is a little bland. Here's what they say on the website. Can't see it. Blended Scotch whiskey, tempting, golden and bright. Cutty Sark is smooth, vibrant, sweet, and uplifting. Trust us, you'll want more. Flavors, clean, balanced, and lively with vanilla and citrus fruits. Not too sure about that. It's accessible, fresh and enticing with subtle hints of vanilla ice cream and caramel. I've had Cutty, they're showing a slightly different bottle design. Must have changed the bottle. Huh. Okay. Vanilla and citrus. Vanilla ice cream and caramel. I've drunk most of the bottle here, down to the bottom 40%. And I don't remember tasting any vanilla ice cream or caramel. The first and most famous of the Cutty Sark family. There is like a $250 bottle, which they don't even list on the website. There's a Prohibition, which I have seen around, about $25, $30 a bottle. Has been a worldwide whiskey icon for the last 90 years. 96 years. It's safe to say that being around for nearly a century means we really know our stuff. Cutty Sark is an easy-to-drink blended Scotch whiskey, which is light in color and flavor, but heavy on the fun. It is light in color and flavor. It was created for mixing with mates without overwhelming anyone's taste buds. So, is it made to sit and drink neat and contemplate? No. It's made as a mixer. So you can't buy something that's made as a mixer and then fuss because it doesn't have intricate flavors that can stand on their own. It ain't designed for that. Highland Mist, same thing. In our Cutty blend, we carefully select whiskeys that have been matured separately. and then marry and blend them together. So they mature all the whiskey separately, the grain, alcohol, the grain whiskey and the probably about 20% single malt, and then they blend them after their age. The result, a lighter spirit, which is rather refreshing. And I'm just reading what they're right. And subtle vanilla flavors, which are key to master mixing. I got to see about this. Cutty Sark should be mixed wherever people mix. Look what it says right here, clear as a bell, a whiskey that was born to be mixed. This means we haven't made a sipping whiskey for quiet nights in or quiet mornings in. Our whiskey tastes best when you're around friends, no matter what you have planned for the night ahead or the morning ahead. Great tasting whiskey serves. Cutty Sark is a refreshing blend crafted by our master blenders for consistently great tasting drinks every single time. Try one of our easy to make whiskey serves using Cutty Sark Original, and we're sure you'll find a new favorite. And then down below, they got all these recipes. They call them their serves. I never heard of it called a serve, but I'm on the UK website. Here we call them cocktails: whiskey and soda, whiskey and bitter lemon, whiskey and lemon, blah, 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 blah. All right. Got that? Blending whiskey. A blended whiskey made for cocktails. A mixer. Highland Mist. I'm not going to go into great detail. I can't read anything off the website. They don't say anything. There is no website. All right. All I'm going to say is a blend of Highland, Lowland, Isla, and Speyside whiskeys aged for 36 months. That's 3 years. And originally selected for the home trade. I don't understand that part. And then there's some something here. All right. It's kind of like Canadian Mist. It's bland. I need to buy another bottle of Canadian Mist one day and give it a second chance, but my impression wasn't too favorable. Did it taste bad or nasty? No. No. Did it taste dull and drab and boring? Yes. Is it still one of the top selling Canadian whiskeys in the world? Yes. Do lots of drinkers like drab, dull, and boring whiskeys? You got it, dude. Oh, hellacious. I put the wrong in the wrong thing. Okay, on a port. All right. All right. Little mistake. Even I make mistakes. You say, no, can't be. It's true. Hard as it is to believe. Okay. All right. So I do make mistakes. I'm very humble about that. And I'm as you've noticed, I'm very modest. I'm the first to advertise that fact. I'm very modest. And I was going to make a billboard. I was going to try to get a billboard made just to say, humble and proud of it. Or, something along those lines like, my humbleness knows no bounds. It has no restraints. It's spectacular in every way. All right. So anyway, let's look at the appearance. Yeah, I know I got water droplets on this one. I put too much Cutty Sark. And I had to correct that. I'm not draining anything out because I'm not going through that again. I'm just going to put a little more HM, a little more Her Majesty, Highland Mist, a little more Hailey Mills, Halle Berry. All right. A lot of cream in my coffee. I'm going to put a lot of cream in my coffee. Okay. Oh, do you see how golden the Highland mist is. Do you see how pale the Cutty Sark is? Look at that. It looks like Budweiser, huh? It's gold. It's straw. Sorry, straw with green, a green tint. Just like J and B. Now you might say you're going crazy. Man's going crazy. Wrong, wrong. If you could have heard the man just 2 days ago, if you could have heard him, man. So I got to be careful not to glance, because if I see the gold, I'm going to know it's Highland Mist. And if I see the pale, greenish pale, I'm going to know it's the Cutty Sark. So we're going to mix them up. The man is clear in his mind, but his soul is mad. He reads poetry out loud, all right? In a voice. A voice. He likes you because you're still alive, and he's got plans for you. I mean, what are they going to say about him when he dies? I mean, when he's gone, it's gone. When he dies, it dies, he dies. What are they going to say about him, man? What are they going to say? They're going to say he was a kind man. He was a wise man. He had plans. He had wisdom. Okay. Oh, he's out there. He's really out there. All right. It's dialectic logic. Okay. This one smells pungent to an extent, and I get a lot of sweet grain, like corn, grits. I had grits this morning for breakfast with hog's head cheese in it and some black pepper and red hot pepper, you know, Cajun chef. I wouldn't add that to this, but there's a strong grain application. You say, you mean like you took a bunch of corn, grits, and you added them to water and you distilled it and added yeast. And then you got the vapors and made whiskey. Corn, alcohol, grain alcohol, corn, grain, you know it's corn. Yes, this is what it is. You say, what about the smoke and the peat? Right, what about it? There's a very faint little Pete whisper. Hey, Pete, where are you? I'm down here. You heard it. See, he said, here. This one has even less aroma. Now, is it vanilla ice cream and caramel? And citrus? Wouldn't go that far. It's like pale, 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 pale. And there is a little bread dough or barley bread dough. Barley bread. Barley cakes. Isn't that in the Bible? They had somebody was making barley cakes. The lady and the woman and her son, and they were starving, and they had a little oil and barley bread. It wasn't it that grain? They had some kind of flour. And they said, well, that's it. We can have one last little bit of food, and then we'll starve. We have no food. And then Elisha said, no. Elisha. The prophet said, just take the oil and make the cakes, the bread, you know, like, I guess like pancakes. You say matzo, maybe. But they never ran out. They just kept eating it, and they survived. It didn't run out. It just kept feeding them through the whole famine. All right. But I could be mixing up with another store, but I know there's something about barley bread. I think this must be the Cutty Sark and that must be the Highland Mist, because the Highland Mist has a strong corn liquor. And they say it's pale dry, but I didn't find that it was particularly pale, and I didn't think it was exceedingly dry. So on aroma, I think that's the Highland Mist. I think that's the Cutty Sark. And I'm sorry I had to get up and rinse the glass during the video, but these little mishaps will happen. And I don't have a sink, or as people in New Orleans will say, a zinc, especially in the night ward. I don't have a zinc to rinse it out. That's what they do. They peel swimps and wash them in the zinc. And oysters, they eat oysters, as also known as oysters or in the rest of the world. And they fry them in Earl, which I would call oil, but they say it's Earl. Strange little part of the world there, that dialect. Put mayonnaise on bread. I eat mayonnaise. Man, you know, mayonnaise you buy it, you put. They eat mayonnaise. All right. Oh man. The grain in Spain falls mainly on a plain, the meseta. That is some grain, boy. Amber waves of grain. You like column still grain alcohol with a pretty decent sandpaper smooth bite? This could be one for you. You say, well, it's only $5.99 a bottle. What do you expect? What I just described. Okay. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. This one's light. Does it have a lot of grain coming at you with a bad shark bite? Oh, yeah. I can sing Baby Shark. Okay. And the mama shark and the daddy shark and the grandpa shark, and you better run because they're coming looking for you. All right. And the results will be very gruesome, but not for them because they want to eat. But this is like that. It's got a kind of a little less than gentle bite, but it does have the white dough. The bread dough. Dough is kind of white look. So it's got that doughiness. The other one has no doughiness. Not really, no. This one will give you the frisson, the shivers. Ouch. So that's the kind of whiskey that you take a sip and you say, ouch, yikes. That hurt me in some way. You say, no, be a man. It puts hair on your chest. Don't be effeminate. That's what whiskey's supposed to do. It's supposed to make you jump. But you could drink that kind and then you can enjoy it to the hilt. It doesn't make any difference to me, especially since your interests don't conflict with my interests. But I'm saying, to me, it's a little harsh and I don't find it so pleasant. Don't hate it. It's not like weird off flavors, like some of these real cheap products would be like, no, that doesn't taste right. It just tastes like there was some production problem. Like their production was tainted in some way. This doesn't taste like that. No. I'm sure their production is fine and the quality control is fine. And every bottle of Highland Mist you get around the world will taste just like that. But what you're getting is harsh and abrasive and a little rough. It's a rough cut. But for $5.99, you say, well, everybody that buys is mixing it with Hawaiian punch or Delaware punch or fruit juice anyway. Let's say they buying a can of Delaware punch. and they mixing it with this, and they drinking it after work at 6 in the morning off the night shift. Well, yeah, fine. That's what it's made for. It's not made for this. What I'm doing here? No. You said, oh, they sit around the corporate office at Barton in Chicago and they sample it and they switch it around and talk about to make sure it's the proper viscosity and everything. Yeah, sure. There's probably a guy in overalls down in the basement of the blending plant, and he's tasting it saying, hey, Charlie, it's all right. Cutty Sark. Yeah, it has some smoothness to it. What about abrasiveness? Not really. There's an underlying little bite from the grain alcohol, but it's got enough quality single malts. They're saying what, Speyside, that gives it a pleasant, even fruity. They talked about fruit. I didn't say fruit. They said fruit. Now they talking about vanilla ice cream. Now, there is something like that though, but I never would have brought it up. I mean, if I'd have tasted this a million times, I would have never said, hey, you notice that vanilla ice cream thing going? Nay. Briars. No, I wouldn't have said that. But since they're saying it, I guess you could make that argument. It is sort of like that. All right. But anyway, they're mixers, so we're not going to get too in depth or too wrapped up on it. All right, so they're both mixing whiskeys. Don't make a big deal out of it because it's not a big deal. Do I recommend buying these? Well, yeah, $5.99. You get what you pay for. $15. I guess it lives up to that. It does have some complexities that you wouldn't really catch on to if you're in a big rush. Now, a lot of people drink whiskey like they're in a race. And the Whiskey Scout says that. Why you in a race? You know, it's not going to run away from you. You got a bottle, put it in your house. You know, this is not a contest. It's not a posting contest. Like, I posted more videos than anyone else this year. It's good. Ain't no contest, people. All right, so I'm going to say this is Highland Mist. It better say HM. Oh, my goodness. Well, how about politics? How about the impeachment proceeding? Oh, my good grief. Golly gee. This is the Cutty Sark. Dang that. Corinthian leather. I got it wrong. All the things I said cannot be taken seriously because I didn't know what I was talking about. Is that a very bad indictment against me? Could be, probably is. Is it an indictment against Cutty Sark? Even more likely. I'm paying $15 and I can't tell it apart from a $5.99 throwaway. Minneapolis, we have a problem. Well, heck, come on, Cutty Sark. You shouldn't be having all that grain burn, that grain bite. What's going on over here? I'm over here bragging on it to an extent and building it up. And here you are coming across like $5.99, man. I'm feeling kind of shamed on the internet. Now that I know it's Highland Mist, I'm picking up some rubbing alcohol like you would not believe. But if I get cut, I can pour it on. I bet it work as good as rubbing alcohol. All right. Of course, that's 70% alcohol. This is only 40. Well, there you go. I failed. I think that's why a lot of people won't do blind taste tests. They'll say, I don't see the value in it. No, you don't. It's not that you don't see the value in it. It's that you're not going to go out on the internet live and take that risk and be all shamed and everything in front of everybody. And if truth be told, they would say, you're right. Because I'm trying to build this channel and I can't afford, a blind taste test would make me look ridiculous. And a man in my position can't afford to look ridiculous, you know? So that's if you're trying to build your channel and get traffic and likes and subs and be all on Instagram and Twitter and Flashdance and all of those media sites, Pontificate and Marco Polo and all of those things. It's better not to take the risk. You just keep, you know, stay safe, stay safe, stay safe. Give it, do all of your editing. Make sure you got your jump cuts, and don't take these kind of risks because it won't help. I have the luxury of not worrying about building a channel. You know what I'm saying? I'm just doing it for fun. It's not an enterprise. It's not a beer venture. You know, some of these people, it's a venture. They're selling merch. It's all about get your t-shirts, get your mugs. We got a contest coming up. You can win a free FaceTime with me if you win. I've got 1,000 subs now, and if you win, I'll let you come on video for 1 minute while we eat a Snicker bar together. And that's a benefit you could have. But in my case, I don't care about any of that. You say you're just bitter because you failed. So now you're trying to spout off about other people. I am very bitter. Very, very bitter and dismayed. Perplexed, confused, shocked, scandalized, discombobulated, and undaunted. Undaunted. I'm going to keep doing it now. If I fail again, then I'll just fail again. All right. So, well, this was a most shocking thing. I shouldn't have been too shocked because we had some shocks earlier this week. Just look at the JNB. That should have gotten you unsubbed right there. People watch JNB should have said, oh no, I can't be playing with this channel here. This reckless madness. This is totally beyond the pale of any acceptable form of human decency. And he's still in the field commanding troops. It's that kind of thing, you know. You don't know what I've seen out there. And he's very obviously gone insane. Yes, sir. Insane. Quite obviously insane. Well, it was just a fishing accident. What's wrong with my hand? Anyway, we've got Clan McGregor coming up. Now, Clan McGregor is a demure product. You would say, Clan McGregor, that's bottom shelf flim flam. Oh, you should not judge, lest you yourself be judged. Clan McGregor performs much higher than its price point. It's over there at $9.79 a bottle, and it's blowing away $18, $20, $23 bottles. So Clan McGregor is probably the most dangerous blended Scotch whiskey on the market because it comes at you like a friend, like a good fella. But you never expect what's coming, you know? You never see it coming. Whereas something like Highland Mist is coming at you screaming and running at you straight on. And so you say only, you know, when I heard him, I knew it was a cop. I knew it was, only cops talk like that. So anyway, that's that. It is what it is. Sometimes you fail, you just get back up and keep trying, or you get discouraged, quit in your channel and go about your business. I think I'll take first option. Thanks for watching this video production. Sorry for the flop, but we'll be back tomorrow night on Fandango Friday with a rum taste challenge. Unless we use that term very lightly, because it'll be no kind of challenge. You say, oh, it must involve Ron Rio. Exactly. It'll be a challenge to drink it without puking, but besides that, it won't be a challenge to tell one from the other, because How many times do you drink rum and you find that it tastes like Monsanto's Roundup and rancid molasses? Really? Not too much.